You read the title. Yeah. I'm gonna base this Cubecast episode around just reading out Copypastas. Nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, let's get straight to it, shall we? Let me start with the first one. I like to creep around my home and act like a goblin. I don't know why, but I just enjoy doing this. Maybe it's my way of dealing with stress or something, but I just do it about once every week. Generally, I'll carry around a sack and creep around in a sort of crouch walking position making goblin noises. Then I'll walk around my house and pick up various different trinkets and put them in my bag while saying stuff like, "I'll be having that," and laughing maniacally in my goblin voice. Trinkets can include anything from shit I find on the ground to cutlery or other utensils. The other day, I was talking with my neighbours and they mentioned hearing weird noises like what I wrote about, and I was just internally screaming the entire conversation. I'm 99% sure they don't know it's me, but god, that 1% chance is seriously weighing on my mind. Yeah, this was only the first one. Now, let's see. Let's go to another. Oh, not too long though. I fucked up DVD. Earlier today, I was really horny and I saw what I thought to be a blank DVD. I thought DVDs have a tight hole, they might feel pretty good, so I put my soft pee-pee into the hole of the DVD. And for a few seconds, let me get close to the mic here. And for a few seconds, as I started getting harder, it felt pretty good. But then, once I was fully erect, it started being painful. My pee-pee was stuck in the DVD and I had to break it in half to get it out. It was then when I flipped the broken DVD over and I realised that it was not a blank DVD, but a copy of the Pixar movie up. Well guys, guess I fucked up. Anything else? Here we go. Here we go. Who's Joe? Joe Mama. Who's Joe? A distant voice asks. Instantly, everyone nearby hears the sound of thousands of bricks rapidly shuffling towards its location. The earth itself seemed to cry out in agony until finally the ground itself split open and a horrific creature crawled from the ground, covered in mucus and tear. "Joe Mama," the creature whispered. The man cried out in pain as he disintegrated to dust, and the whole world fell silent in fear. "I did a little trolling," the wretched creature remarked before burrowing back into the earth. Okay, it was a real-life gamer girl. So the other day, I was playing Rainbow Six Siege and I heard one of my teammates make a call out on the voice chat. It was a real-life gamer girl. God, I kid you not. I just stopped playing and pulled my dick out. Fuck, I was yelling in voice chat. I just wanted to hear her voice again. "Please," I moaned, but she left the lobby. I was crying and covered in my own cum. I remembered I could find recent teammates in the Ubiplay Friends tab. I frantically closed down Siege and opened the tab to find out she had TTV in her name. She was streaming and only had 100 viewers. The competition was so low, so I made the first move and today my money spread to her. I was already about to pre. She read my donation in the chat. God, this is the happiest I've been in a long time. I did a little research, found out where she goes to school, but I'm a little nervous to talk to her in person and need support. Any advice before my Uber gets to her middle school? Oh boy, here's one for me. Among Us is ruining my fucking life. I can't fucking take it anymore. I'll just let the translate text-to-speech voice take it from here.
I can't fucking take it anymore. Among Us has single-handedly ruined my life. The other day my teacher was teaching us Greek mythology and he mentioned a Pegasus and I immediately thought Pegasus? More like Mega SUS, and I've never wanted to KMS more. I can't look at event without breaking down and fucking crying. I can't eat pasta without thinking impasta. That's pretty SUS. Skid 4 by Kanye West. The lyrics ruined me. A mongoose, or the 25th island of Greece. The scientific name for pig. I can't fucking take it anymore. Please fucking end my suffering.
Same here, man. Same here. I can never again look at that game the same way. Why is 6 afraid of 7? 6 hasn't been the same since he left Vietnam. He could seldom close his eyes while opening them again in fear of Charlie's lurking in the jungle trees. Not that he could ever see the bastards, mind you. They were swift and they knew their way around the jungle like nothing else. He remembers the looks on the boys' faces as he walked into that village, and oh Jesus, the memory seldom left him either. Sometimes he'd remember this. Even here, Texas Southern drawl. He remembers the smelled Brooklyn cigarettes like nothing else. He always kept a pack of Luckies with him. The boys are gone now. He knows that. It's just that he forgets, sometimes. And every now and then, the way that Seven looks at him with avid concern in his eyes makes him think, sets him on edge, makes him feel like he's back there, in the jungle. Oh, oh boy, this is going to be an interesting one. Tifu, losing my virginity to a water slide. I will let the story take itself from here with the text of speech.
So do you guys know those water slides that you stand in, and then they suddenly drop you straight down onto the water slide? If not, look them up on YouTube. There's nothing like them. Ah yes, the sweet memories of my first time on one of these. I feel that my mental/emotional scars have healed enough to tell this gem. At the time my girlfriend, now fiancé, worked as a photographer for one of those resorts with the indoor and outdoor water parks. One of her perks was that her and a family member/friend could get into the water park for free. So one hot summer day she had off and we both decided it'd be fun to go there and cool down for the day. While we were there, I discovered one of their most thrilling looking water slides. Basically you stand in this tube, and then the slide operator presses a button and the slide drops you straight down a good 90 feet, before you actually start going down the water slide. Me, being a thrill seeker, of course had to try it. So I made the great climb up to the top of the slide, stood in line, and finally it was my turn. Once I got in the tube, the operator told me to keep my legs crossed. Now I'm a pretty big heavy guy, so I was like, that's uncomfortable as fuck, I'm not doing that. So there I was standing in the tube, having a panic attack from anticipation, with my legs not crossed. The operator finally presses the button. The bottom opens and I fall straight down the water slide. Very quickly I realized why they have you cross your legs. Water shot so far up my ass, so fast. I swear I tasted it in my mouth. My body raced down that slide, as I questioned every life choice that I have ever made. Once I made it to the bottom, I sat there for a moment. Absolutely violated. I felt like someone in an episode of Law and Order, Special Victims Unit. I built up the courage to finally stand up. And all I could feel was the nice warm stream of water mixed with shit, and maybe a little bit of blood shoot out of my ass faster than the steamboat geyser at Yellowstone National Park. I quickly got off the slide and ran to the bathroom, with a trail of shitty water tailing me as the slide operator stared in awe. They had to shut down the slide for the rest of the day, but man was my asshole clean after that. Moral of the story, keep your damn legs crossed on water slides.
Beautiful. Inspirational even. Here we go with another. Based. Are you fucking kidding me?
Based? Are you fucking kidding me? I spent a decent portion of my life writing all of that and your response to me is based? Are you so mentally handicapped that the only word you can comprehend is based, or are you just some fucking asshole who thinks that with such a short response, he can make a statement about how meaningless what was written was? Well, I'll have you know that what I wrote was not meaningless, in fact. I even had my written work proofread by several professors of literature. Don't believe me? I doubt you would, and your response to this will probably be based once again. Do I give a fuck? No. Does it look like I give even the slightest fuck about 5 fucking letters? I bet you took the time to type those 5 letters too. I bet you sat there and chuckled to yourself for 20 hearty seconds before pressing send. You're so fucking pathetic. I'm honestly considering directing you to a psychiatrist. But I'm simply far too nice to do something like that. You, however, will go out of your way to make a fool out of someone by responding to a well thought out, intelligent, or humorous statement that probably took longer to write than you can last in bed with a chimpanzee. What do I have to say to you? Absolutely nothing. I couldn't be bothered to respond to such a worthless attempt at a response. Do you want based on your gravestone?
Very beautiful, very nice. I might as well just let the whole text. Might as well let the text to speech voice just do the work for me. So yeah, I'm just not gonna talk for the rest of the episode, and yeah, I'll let him take it from here.
I saw exactly 1.09441 square inches of a girl's shoulder today. I immediately fell to my knees, as the rush of dopamine signaling my impending earth-shattering orgasm started making me moan loud enough to deafen everyone in the immediate vicinity. What followed was a torrential downpour of every single sperm cell I ever had, or ever will produce, shot out so hard that my dick was ripped apart by my juggernaut, accelerating to 5% of the speed of light by the time it left my urethra. It vaporized the girl as it punched right through her. It barely slowed before cutting through a structural support beam in the school as if it were a nuclear-powered angle grinder. The sheer weight of this historical nut, combined with the total destruction of everything in its path, caused the school to collapse, and every female in the state of Illinois became pregnant with my children. Touch grass is not an insult towards gamers, rather it is advice for them. When participating in intense periods of gaming, the human hand has a tendency to get sweaty. The sweat causes the hand to become slick, and it becomes more difficult to retain a grip on the gamer's gaming mouse, thus making it more difficult to perform well in intense gaming moments. By touching grass with the gamer's hand, the grass will impart a layer of particulate onto the gamer's hand. The particulate can be made of a variety of dusts, dirts and other natural matter. This particulate will then act in a similar form to climber's chalk, absorbing the sweat and drying out the gamer's hand. With dry hands, the gamer can now perform to their maximum when gaming. This is why when an enemy or teammate tells you to touch grass, they are simply trying to assist you in performing better.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Let's see. No, that's cringe. Yes. Ah, here we go.
Number 1. Steady hand. One day, Yakuza boss need new heart. I do operation. But mistake. Yakuza boss die. Yakuza very mad. I hide fishing boat, come to America. No English. No food, no money. Daryl give me job. Now I have house, American car, and new woman. Daryl save life. My big secret. I kill Yakuza boss on purpose. I good surgeon. The best. Number 1. Steady hand. One day, Kim Jong-un need new heart. I do operation. But mistake. Kim Jong-un die. SSD very mad. I hide fishing boat, come to America. No English, no food. No money. Daryl give me job. Now I have house, American car, and new woman. Daryl save life. My big secret. I kill Kim Jong-un on purpose. I good surgeon. The best. I just downvoted your comment. Hashtag FAQ. Hashtag what does this mean? The amount of karma, points, on your comment and Reddit account has decreased by 1. Hashtag why did you do this? There are several reasons I may deem a comment to be unworthy of positive or neutral karma. These include, but are not limited to, rudeness towards other Redditors, spreading incorrect information, sarcasm not correctly flagged with a/s. Hashtag am I banned from the Reddit? No, not yet. But you should refrain from making comments like this in the future. Otherwise I will be forced to issue an additional downvote, which may put your commenting and posting privileges in jeopardy. Hashtag I don't believe my comment deserved a downvote. Can you undownvote it? Sure, mistakes happen. But only in exceedingly rare circumstances will I undo a downvote. If you would like to issue an appeal, shoot me a private message explaining what I got wrong. I tend to respond to Reddit PMS within several minutes. Do note, however, that over 99.9% of downvote appeals are rejected, and yours is likely no exception. How can I prevent this from happening in the future? Accept the downvote and move on. But learn from this mistake. Your behavior will not be tolerated on reddit.com. I will continue to issue downvotes until you improve your conduct. Remember, Reddit is privilege, not a right.
Okay, I think we'll do one more.
My grandfather smoked his whole life. I was about 10 years old when my mother said to him, "If you ever want to see your grandchildren graduate, you have to stop immediately." Tears welled up in his eyes when he realized what exactly was at stake. He gave it up immediately. 3 years later he died of lung cancer. It was really sad and destroyed me. My mother said to me, "Don't ever smoke. Please don't put your family through what your grandfather put us through." I agreed. At 28, I have never touched a cigarette. I must say, I feel a very slight sense of regret for never having done it, because your post gave me cancer anyway.
Wow. Okay, I know I said one more, but this will be the actual last one. So let's do it.
He talked me into spending the $8,500 I have on Dogecoins because something was supposed to happen yesterday which would have given us more money. But it didn't actually happen or got cancelled or something. I don't really know or understand how it works, but I went to the Dogecoin site to withdraw my money and there is only about $6,700 of it there. Where is the rest of it? I tried looking at the FAQ but don't really get it.
Okay, yeah, I think we're done here. I've wasted exactly 17 minutes of your time. You could have done anything else, but no, you decided to listen to my podcast, and you know what? I have no regrets for wasting your said time. So, yeah, this has been another episode of the Copypastas, and yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you all then. Bye bye.